Hey, let's light your video. Hi there, James Wedmore here, your video marketing coach. And in this video, we're gonna pull back the curtain and give you a little behind the scenes tour of how I lit this video using just a few simple lights I got on Amazon that I've had for like 4 years. So let's go ahead and do that right now. All right, so to do this tutorial right, we're leaving the original camera up on the tripod so you can see the distance, where we've put everything, etc. And we're just filming this on my iPhone, and the lighting's not gonna be great because the lighting is set up for our original shot. So a few things I want to start with. First, before I get into the lighting, is we wanted to do as much as we could in my office, in my studio, to black out the light. So if you actually look up, this is pretty bad, but we just took old bed sheet type things, a backdrop, and started to black out the skylight because there's a lot of sunlight throughout the day, and we wanted to actually be able to control that light as much as possible, especially if it's cloudy, then it's sunny, and then the sun moves, etc. So what we really want to do is to control the lighting environment ourselves. We had enough lights that we said, let's create our own controlled lighting environment. So when we start with darkness, we have a lot much control to play with light and dark and some shadows and some depth, so we can get more dynamic feel. So once we blacked everything out, we pretty much pulled all the lights out to see what we could do. And then we decided to design our set. We have a fancy little backdrop and a shelf here, and we put all those in the back, and we really only have about 3 to 4, it's about 4 feet separating us from the background and the foreground where I am sitting in this chair. So what we decided to do is say we want as much light on myself, the person of interest, right, the star of the show, as possible, and keep it dark in the back. Okay, that way there would be a little bit of contrast in what it is that we're creating. So if you notice, you look around, we actually only use 3 lights, 1, 2, and 3. So we have our key light, our fill light, and our backlight. And I'll explain each one of these in a moment, but you'll notice for what it is we're doing here, we don't have any lights pointed at our backdrop. So it's almost just like the leftover light that spills out onto the backdrop is all that the backdrop gets. So we start with number 1 with our key light. The key light is going to be the number 1 light on me, and that's going to be at about a 45-degree angle. So if we actually have Ryan come this way, we'll see it a little bit more in action here. So this is going to be the brightest light, the biggest source light that I put down on myself. You see it's raised up, and that's about 3 feet from me, I would say, and that's lighting the left-hand side of my face. Now if you notice, the second light is the fill light, which we don't want to be the same level of brightness. I think that's the real key to start getting dynamic in your lighting, is to have your second light, your fill light, be a little bit lighter. That way there's contrast. You can have a brighter side and then a softer side, so people can start to see dimension, not just like pure whiteness on you, right? So we only have like 1 of these lights on, and it's even, you can barely tell, but it's a little further away than our key light. But we didn't stop there. We put 1 more light, and this is always my favorite light. This is the backlight. And we can see we only use 2 bulbs on this. By the way, we're using fluorescent bulbs for all of these. I've had these bulbs for 4 years, and they've still worked for me. And this was a lighting set. We'll give you the links in the description box at the end. But we only have 2 lights here, and this is aimed at the back of my head. And what that really does is start to add some light at the top of my head and my shoulder, which really causes me to pop a little bit. You can see from the example how much that begins to separate me from the darker, moodier backdrop that we have. And you can see there's probably about a 3 or 4 foot difference from that as well. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is it. That's all we did to light the set. This is a 3-piece lighting set that I've literally had for 4 years. It's called the Cowboy Lighting Studio. I've been recommending it for years. It's a fluorescent lighting kit for video, and we'll have links below because it's actually it's actually hard to get your hands on one of those. They sell out all the time. So we have links to comparable products on Amazon that cost less than $200, $250. And this is literally the best $200 investment I've ever made into my video marketing career, because I still have these today. So I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you have any comments or questions, please don't hesitate to put them in the comment box below this video. And make sure to subscribe because we got more videos coming out. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Yep, test. Hey James. This is how to light a video lighting tutorial. Hey, let's light your video. That's gonna be our intro. Surfing logo. Hi, James Wedmore here, your video marketing coach. And in this video, I'm gonna simply take you a little behind the scenes tour of my film studio and I show you. Okay, action. That's all I wanna say today. What? Carry on, huh? Video lighting tutorial. We're gonna pull you behind the curtains. No, let's see, I wanna pull the curtains back. Here it is. Go ahead, I'll do the outro. Recording? What would my outro be? And subscribe it. One more time, hold on. Sounds good? All right.